Let me just check if we're on. Okay, guys, we're online. So if you just go to my page and then you can share it on yours. Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me just share it here as well. Hold on. And we'll just talk to people in a minute. Okay. Let me just see. Okay. So we're online. Let me just put my phone here. Check if we're on. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're online. First of all, thank you for accepting my invitation. It's a great pleasure and honor to have you with me. I've already told you I'm a huge fan of your work, all three of you, and I'm sure Portuguese photographers. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there was one thing they're missing, and I'm sure Portuguese photographers will be really happy to have you here because everyone in Portugal knows you, all three of you. So from Italy, Fabio Mirulla.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, and he speaks. Everyone speaks English here. Not as
more
good
or less.
Not as good as Ken, but from the USA, Ken Pak, and from Germany, Lukas Piatek.
Obrigado.
All right. Oh, you can speak Portuguese.
Just some words, yeah.
you said bom dia. Now you say obrigado. Have you been in Portugal?
I've been last year in Porto.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where?
Yeah.
I've been at a workshop, and I've only learned some words, and the other one is bacalhau. That's
okay. That's one word that wedding photographers hate in Portugal, because that's what you eat in all the weddings.
I know.
So, yeah, we just fed up with bacalhau. So, Ken, you don't know what that is, do you? It's just some stupid fish.
Okay. I only know a few words like tabon, like.
No, it's just some stupid fish that everyone's fed up with. Okay, guys. So basically, we're gonna look at some photos that Portuguese photographers sent us, and some Brazilian too. We're just gonna help people with what they could have done better, and we see this as a chance to help them to grow as a photographer, to see, and we're probably going to see things that they didn't see. So let's start with the first image. Surprise for everyone. Okay, here it is. Okay, guys, who wants to start?
Can I start?
For me, it's
yeah.
No, Lucas, you can start.
There's no order, so.
Okay, so first of all, like everything that I'm going to say is it's obviously it's my own opinion, right? And it doesn't like reflect any like quality of the image or anything else. It's just like my personal preference. And so for me, I love the framing and the movement in the frame, but I'm not the biggest fan of too much dead space. So too much negative space on the right side. That's kind of throw me off, it's kind of like unbalanced in my mind. And because like for me, I love to have like symmetrical and everything trying to be like somehow in the middle or centered. That's why this is like the only thing that I would change personally.
Yeah, I think when I saw the picture, the first thing that came to my mind was like do a big, well, not so big crop. Let me just try and crop it here. Hold on. How do I do this? I don't usually use this program to crop.
Then don't do it.
Yeah. Well, it's not doing it, so I'm just gonna give up. Yeah. Hold on. And maybe a bit more. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to try and crop it a bit more. Yeah, I think it will work a bit better like this, but that's just my opinion. Anyone else have anything to say about this picture?
Yeah,
I want to say something. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, Ken, please. Don't worry.
Yeah. So when I see the photos, I want to feel like, I want to feel the photo. Like, I want to feel the story. And I just want to feel like what really makes me too attached to the story of this photo or moment. So for me, I think it's kind of joyous moment created by the photographer. But I'm not sure if this is the intended by the couple or people. But seems like everybody looks like enjoying it except for the couple. Maybe the bride expression doesn't really in a conjunction with the bridesmaids, or I don't know who they are, but those junior bridesmaids, they look younger. They don't really seem to be in the line of a joyous moment. Their expression is complete opposite. They're like very still. And then the couple looks very still, whether while those two ladies are in the like motion. And I like the contradiction of the moment in terms of dynamics, but it doesn't really come together for me in terms of storytelling. So
yeah,
totally agree with you guys. For me, just a couple of things. Yes, the pose of the bride and the groom are too still, and all the situation. I like the idea of this picture, but probably the execution is not perfect than the idea. I don't know if the photographer this picture in the same situation, but just a couple of steps behind, and more with the two girls in the swing and in a different movement, not like this, but I don't know. Probably the idea is good. I suggest to this photographer to try again to shoot this picture, but yes, probably if put more attention to the expression of the bride and the groom and at all the situation around the bride and the groom.
Yeah, well, that sums it up. So let's go to the next picture. Let me see. Okay. Well, I like this one. I don't really have much to say about this one.
It's good. I mean,
for me, is a good picture. It's a really good picture. Probably the only thing.
Yeah, I like
from.
Yeah, two people and then two lights, so they go together. The only thing is that the lamps, they look a lot bigger than the subject, and then it kind of like takes my attention away from the people to the light. So that's what I think. It's just like the proportion of the size of the subject and then the lights, but it's a great image. I love the mood and then colors and everything, the moment. I like the subject being one person being silhouette and the other person being like fully lighted. It looks very dramatic. Their hand gesture doesn't really show me much, but I just love the way photographer was able to align the two lamps and then the two people in each corner, and then it's a really good balance. Just like Lukas said earlier, the symmetry in diagonal looks really, I think, well executed in terms of storytelling.
Yeah, I mean, these lamps here on the left side, although you know, they're big, but it doesn't. For me, in my opinion, it doesn't really ruin the photo. I mean, it was done on purpose. He really wanted this there, so it was done on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good picture. I mean,
yeah, I love the post production. It's really
good colors, really good colors.
Good colors, yeah.
So for me, can I say something?
Yeah. Go on.
There's just like one tiny thing that like would kind of make me mad when I see this image, like in post. From the two lamps in the front, like the second one, it's kind of like tilted, you know, a slightly bit. It's not straight, and it's kind of like throwing me off a bit. If it would be like all straight like the first one, it would look like more harmonic in my mind. But that's obviously nothing you take like into consideration when taking the image, I guess. But looking at it now, if I could like redo the photo, I would probably like try to like move the second lamp a bit higher so that they're both like straight on one level. Because do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I noticed that when but I think this is one of those situations that on the day, like, that doesn't even go through your mind. Like that lamp is a bit tilted to the right.
Totally. That's what I said. You cannot change it on the shoot. But now looking at it, like it would be better if it's like probably like more harmonic.
So probably next time the photographer goes to this place, he will just fix the lamp there. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I love this one. Like, that's totally my style. Like, the couple is in the middle. Like, there's symmetry and lines everywhere. I love the nice, small, blurry edges, tilt shift effect, probably done with alien skin, I assume. And it's a great image. Like, maybe if there's one thing I would probably change, but that's not really like mandatory, is probably maybe like clone out the window in the back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
Yeah, it's just a tiny bit distracting because my eyes are like kind of like drawn right to the window, and if the window wasn't there, like my eyes would be right on the couple and everything would be perfect in my mind.
Yeah.
And probably another thing that disturbing me is the white triangle in the top corner at left. Is another little problem for me. Probably I will cut this picture a little bit. Just try to crop or to clone a little bit to see if it's better. But probably with the crop working good way. I don't know.
Let me try and crop it there. Wait.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay.
There.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to put myself into the photographer's shoes at the time of clicking shutter. I think if the photographer had a maybe mirrorless camera, maybe he can raise his head camera a little bit higher and shoot down, so he can just like Lukas said, you know, he can naturally eliminate the window, or maybe shoot from the below their, I don't know, chest level, so their body can block cover the window in the back. Other than that, it's really nice, very unique choice of the background, and then the you know their moment. Just love seeing two lovely birds, lovebirds, like, you know, having good time on the roof. So I think it's great storytelling. It's like they're back to their dating scenes from the maybe when they were kids or teenagers. But I just love the storytelling there, and then I just really engages me to look at closer and then feel their you know moment.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I would do would be that, like, was it Lukas who said it? The cloning of the window. Even though it's not too simple to clone that because of the lines, because if you're going to copy the lines from the left side or from the right side, it you're just gonna have to work with the perspective a bit, but it's doable. It's doable, but it's not just like a.
It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. So I'll just leave it as it is.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Let me just tell everyone here that you have to follow this guy on Instagram, Fabio Mirulla photographer. Okay, and Ken Pack photography. You should have 100 more followers in the next minute. Okay. Maybe not.
Okay, and we pay you or no?
Here for Valter, yeah.
And Lukas Piatek photography. But I mean, I'm sure everyone already follows you. So and me, photolux_wedding. But I'll just leave it here rolling for people to know. Okay, so let's go to the next photo. Okay. There we go.
Okay. I start?
Go on, Fabio. Yeah.
Okay. For me, is a good moment. Is a real moment, and is a reportagistic, truly reportagistic moment. Probably, I don't know if it's my picture, this one. I don't know if insert this picture in the portfolio, but probably I use this picture in the story just to tell the situation. I think the color in this case are not helpful for to make a strong image. Probably in black and white, this situation is better, for sure, because this post-production is, for me, is a little bit strange. The colors are so soft, and I don't need this information about the color. Probably in black and white is good. I don't know if I would like to see more about the corner at the left. Yes, with the lady in the mirror, because for me the story, probably part of the story is in this mirror, and I don't see the situation in good way. And is another thing. The line are totally is a problem for me. The line I love when the line are
straight.
Yes, straight. Thank you. And in this picture, some line go down in a strange way, and is a problem for me. But it's just probably my stupid mind sometime. And if Lukas can,
I was thinking about this left side of the picture too, because I would either step behind a bit to get a bit more of that left side, or I would just crop it out and leave that part away, because it's just half of it, and for me it doesn't make much sense to. I don't like on any picture. I don't like to see like on the corners, on the edges of the photo. I don't like to see things cut off. So I'll just leave them out, or I'll just go back and include them. Anyone else say anything about this photo?
Can I go?
Sure.
Yeah. So when I look at the images like this, which is pretty complex to understand what is going on, I think I need to find out where the storytelling really, which area in the photo that really triggers my interest to look closer. And then for me, I think a reflection is one of the areas that photographer wanted to kind of like say something, and also all the hands in action, like, you know, the makeup hairstylist holding the dryer, makeup artist with the brush, the mom, I don't know, some lady in the corner in the gray shirt with a gesture. Everybody using their hands to say something, but it's not really triggering my interest to look closer So I think for me, the biggest drawback from this photo is the bride's head, which is like right in the middle, not telling me the story. If the photographer was on the other side of the area space, then maybe the photographer was able to put the face of the bride, like maybe happy face, looking at the grandfather getting all this hair and makeup done. Just a happy face in the middle that really speaks for the moment. And also, if he wanted to say something through the mirror, then I think a mirror has to have more, I don't know, space in the photo to tell the story better. I think that is what really triggered me to see more of the storytelling, and ultimately like makes me more, I don't know, attached to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lukas, anything? Can we move on to a different one? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think the black and white is my main concern, because the lady in the red shirt, like my eyes are drawn to her shirt right away. And yeah, black and white and left corner, and then should be fine.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell the guys that if you have any questions, you just write on the comments on Facebook, and we'll just put it here. We'll just put your questions here if you have any questions. Okay. So let's move to the next one.
Yes. Just another thing is, of course, we see the picture and we don't know the real situation at the moment of the shoot. And exactly. Of course, we try our best to suppose the situation, but it's really hard to understand perfectly.
Yeah, because we're saying that I'm saying that I will step a bit back, but maybe he can't step back because that might be something behind him. We never know. But we're always supposing that the conditions are perfect to work, but which they're not.
Yeah,
as we know. Okay, let's move to the next one.
Okay.
Okay, wants to start?
Yeah, Lukas, do you want to start?
I mean, I like the image, and overall there's something happening. There's this action, like time is frozen basically. I would probably just like brighten it up a tiny bit, because probably add a bit more highlights, because it looks kind of flat in my mind. And I would increase the highlights to make the champagne pop a bit more. And yeah, that would be my main thing. Probably maybe even kind of tilt the image a little bit to the left to make it a bit more straight. I'm not sure, but then the cake will be cropped out a bit more. But yeah, the main thing is for sure the exposure of the image, or the highlights of the image, to make it a bit more poppy.
Yeah, I would also at the moment when he was shooting this, I mean, if he was able to just take a little step to the left, so the cake would be next to the bride and not in front of her like it is. So just a little step to the left, and the composition would be a bit better. And definitely the highlights of the photo, I think it's a bit dark, but it's a nice picture.
Yeah, I mean, even his dress and the background, they're kind of melting together. You know, like there's no layering in terms of the colors of the frame.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the framing of the groom's face within the sparkle. Yeah. The splash. Yeah.
It's good. Okay, let's move on. It's good when we don't have a lot of things to say about a picture. It's because the photographer has done a good job. So.
Can I just make one more suggestion? Do you mind if you can you just like crop it out the cake and then just like crop really tighter to their faces only?
To remove the cake?
Yeah, remove the cake, just like Lukas said, and then.
Okay, hold on.
Or maybe include, but just the first layer of the cake.
There?
No? I mean, no cake. I love the expression. I want to see the expression more than the cake. No, don't cut the top. I want to see the shape of the splash. Yeah. There you go. So I can see their faces closer enough to tell, their excitement and yeah.
Yeah, I think it works good too.
Yeah, the negative space doesn't really need. It's not really needed in this photo, so.
And then you could just erase this little bit of cake here.
Yeah, just like
to make it cleaner. Yeah. Okay.
Personally, I love to include the part of the cake because
I
tell about the situation. And
I like the cake. Yeah, I like the cake there. But if we're going to leave just the tiny bit of the cake, there's no point of leaving it. That's why I was saying
of course,
remove it completely. Yeah. But it's a good picture. All right, next one.
Personally, I love this picture.
Yeah, I like it
because it's a perfect picture to tell a story, two different story in one moment, and I love this kind of picture. Yeah, and the black and white too is really good.
What could we do here to make it better? Is there anything we could do?
More champagne.
Well, I think the photographer was persistent enough to capture this moment until their faces come together to the middle. And then I know the glass tower separates the two moments, but it looks like these two different moments, like Fabio said, it just looks like a one moment, one storytelling, or two stories become one moment, things like that. Just like love the layers and the placement of the subject and then the middle subject. I like the overall tonality, and then it's easier for me to see people in the corners. So I think it's a good balance. I don't think there's anything can be done other than just like burning the right bottom corner, just to kind of like because it's not really needed. Yeah, and also if the photographer was able to maybe leave a little more space on the top than bottom, then the bottom corner may not contribute too much of the negative space to the images.
Yeah. Okay. Seems like everyone is enjoying this photo. So
is one of my kind of picture because every time my eye and my head search this kind of balance between two situations. If are connected or not connected is the same, but I need a lot of time to find the two different situations to balance the picture. And in this case, I think the photographer have to find this thing.
Yeah. All right, let's move to the next one. Another black and white. I think Lukas will like this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, to be honest. Like, it's a lovely moment, and I love the light in it. It's like lighting up his face, and I mean, he's like perfectly like framed, basically, with the wall in the background. Maybe if I see correctly, I would probably shift it or tilt it a bit more to the left, so the table is all straight.
Yeah, the table seems to be going down
just like slightly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a little bit. Walter, can you try to crop this picture from the left corner up in yes, just a little bit
here
to put yes, please. I would like to no please arrive at the end. No, at the end of the in the other direction, sorry. Okay, and move the crop at the right of the crop
there.
Yeah, just I'm curious to
let me just
it's just I'm curious.
was trying to tilt it a bit. Yeah, it works too.
Yeah. I don't know if I prefer a little bit cropped or not, but is a really good picture for sure.
Yeah, I like the original.
Yeah. It's just to see.
I really like the way that this line here with light just guides towards the head of the groom. I think it's really nice composed because it does this triangle here. So yeah, great job.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Next. Okay, another getting ready shot. I like the expression on the bride.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the framing as well. Like, like nobody is basically cutting someone off. Like everything layered in a unique way in the frame, so no one's blocking someone else. And yeah, lovely expression, of course.
Yeah, the only problem of this picture is my eye go to find immediately not the bride but the lady in the middle. It's just the only thing. But for the composition, for the moment, it is a good picture. It's a really good picture. I'm distracted too much from the girl in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, I think the photographer likes the makeup artist because he put the two faces of the same person, one in the reflection and the one in the right corner. For me, it's not really needed. I think he has to or she has to be in the balance of the placing the subject in the layers in this complex image. So for me, I think I'm just gonna get rid of the bride's face. I'm sorry, makeup person's face in the far right corner, and then just crop it tighter to see the face of the contradiction, which is the bride's face, like not comfortable, and then the mom's face who's happier. And I like the layer of the person in the middle, the face which is kind of dull. It's not.
Do you prefer
really
like this now?
much. Yeah, much better. And then also, can you cut out the arm a little bit more? So, because any ladies, they don't like to see their arms look big. So
which arm?
The big arm. Yeah, the makeup artist's arm. Yeah. So if you can raise the cropping a little bit higher, there you go. And don't cut the head of the person.
Perfect.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, much better for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer it like this too.
And also, what funny thing can be done in this photo is that if photographer was able to raise his or her camera a little bit higher, that the hand on top of the mirror can replace the hand of the makeup artist hand or the hairstylist hand. So it kind of like makes this photo could be more I don't know quirky, different, more creative than just like seeing the moment, capturing the moment as is.
Yeah, and he's shooting with a mirrorless, so you can flip down the screen and
yeah, maybe he can just like try or different angles by using the LCD. So reflection and the moment is there, but I think there could be some more out of our imagination. I think that's photographer's job to be more creative for their own. Yeah.
Okay, so let me just go into the next one. Okay, here we go.
That's exactly what I'm saying. The hand in the mirror, on top of the mirror, is the jar, covering the face. Things like that,
Yeah.
Very quirky, yeah.
I like this picture.
Nice moment. I mean, spot on.
Yeah, it's really nice. The only thing for me is okay. I'm distracted from the guy in a white shirt at the left.
Yeah,
and probably this black and white is too soft. I don't know if the gray part are too gray without contrast. But about the moment is funny. I love this kind of picture.
Yeah, this is like a lot of your pictures have that fun element to them. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to say about this one because I probably wouldn't have done it better. So, yeah. But maybe let me just try and crop here a bit.
Yes, please.
I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit if you can. Okay, yeah, probably is better. Not probably too much because the head of the guy with
yeah. Well, I will just clone that guy out then, the white shirt.
Yes, probably
just
a little bit. But just in this way, I'm distracted, but it's better. Probably, yes, without the guy in a white shirt, is better. But I love this picture. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
This photographer have a good eye. The photographer of the last picture. Okay.
Well, I'll just the first thing that comes to my mind is just cropping, but you go first.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, to be honest. Like, I'm normally not the biggest fan of such a perspective, but I think it works for this frame. And
yeah, I don't like those cars there on the bottom right corner.
Yeah, you mentioned the framing, right?
Yeah, so I'll just
probably a bit tighter, but I love that they are basically they are the two guys.
I don't know.
Totally agree.
Yeah, try it. Yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah, I mean, at least we don't see the cars there anymore. So
yeah,
it's a good. It's good that a photographer was laying down or knees down to get the expression on them. Because if he was shooting at the same level, you probably wouldn't see their expressions. So yeah. Anything else about this photo?
I'm not a big fan of this kind of post-production, but it's just a personal opinion. It's not.
You mean the colors in general?
Yeah, it's a little bit green, and but it's a personal opinion, of course, not just.
I mean, I usually don't comment on the presets used or because that's your own taste, and I personally don't like this kind of greenish stuff either. But it's the photographer's personal taste, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the sun was way too bright. That's why the tonality got a little bit muted for the for the highlight, just to kill the strong highlight there. I think it's a great choice of shooting from the bottom, but I think it could have been more interesting if he got a little bit closer and then shoot way under. So that way, I think it could be, I don't know, more creative in terms of choosing the creative composition and angle. So get closer and capture more of the expression of the couple. For me, the person on the left side, I think it takes too much of a space. So I'd rather have more of the groom and bride showing their expressions.
Yeah. We've got Frank Bottonet here.
Frank.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Frank. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Oh, so now that we've got nearly 200, we've got about 200 photographers here. So
wow.
let me just remind them to follow these guys on Instagram if you don't already follow them. So we've got Fabio Mirulla, photographer. We've got the username there. Ken Pack Photography. Lukas Piatek Photography.
No, Lukas don't have a lot of fans.
Lucas
important.
Lucas doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't need any more followers. So
I'm joking. It's really, really good. Have an incredible eye, and your work, Lukas, is amazing.
Thanks, guy.
and the community you built that was, it's amazing. The looks like film, and I'm a huge fan. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we go.
For me, I think the grasses are too distractive to see the shape of the road where they're walking, and then for me, it's the colors blend each other too much. So I think for me, I love the just like classic way of shooting the landscape from here. I think the glasses are used too much, but great choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably waited till they would be at the bend of the road, so they are framed like right in the bend, because to have them like framed a bit more cleaner, because that way like their bodies are kind of cut off between the road and the grass. So if they just like walk 10 steps further down the road,
it will just have to wait just 2 more seconds, and they would be in the perfect position.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially the groom, he gets kind of lost there with all that background. But let me just because I was just doing something here while you were talking, like really quick. Let me just finish. Anyone else has anything about this while I finish this?
No, I think it's okay. Just this kind of picture for me are so good to introduce or to hand the couple session in a story. And yes, totally agree with you about the position of the bride and the groom, just this.
Yeah.
But probably the photographer have this the picture before or after this moment, I'm sure.
Well, I would expect that if they do have it, they would have sent that one and not this one. Because, supposedly it will be a better picture. Okay, this is not perfect, but I'm going to show you. Okay.
I'm pretty sure the photographer might have taken this photo a lot from as time flows. So I'm pretty sure, there's photos just like that. Yeah.
So that would be the better position for them.
It's better. It's better. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so but it's either way, it's a good picture, but it was just that tiny little those 3 steps more, and it would be there. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. I really like this one.
Boston Red Sox cap.
I mean, this is I love this kind of shots where you can understand what was happening without anyone explaining. So the guy on the trumpet is kissing the microphone for them to give a kiss, and I don't think this was planned for the photo, so it was a real moment. And composition-wise, I think just works. It works. So
for me, the ladies in the back, 2 ladies, they're not really engaging themselves in the photo. So I think just like choice. If no one is into the moment, then just like lower your body and cover their faces, whatever, using the subject body or something, just to keep, the photo to be, I don't know, cleaner, and then better storytelling by engaging everybody in the photo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could have done that easily, because he wouldn't lose, even if he laid down, he wouldn't lose all the action on the right. So yeah, you're right.
Just like slightly lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know how fast this moment happened, but maybe the ladies were covered by the gentleman in the navy blue jacket, and when he was standing, but when he lowered his upper body, then the ladies popped up, but maybe he didn't have any chance to change his angle. I mean, it's a really fast moment happening. And I think it's a great choice of responding to the moment that fast, but still, like, for me, if we have to critique this photo alone, then my wishful thinking is just like lower your camera.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Let's move to the next one. Okay. This is probably one of your presets, Lukas.
No, I don't know.
Okay, I suggest to the photographer, but it's just my opinion, to pay attention to the fit, or if wants to cut the fit, stay one step closer to the bride and the groom, and probably because the situation at the left is not. Is normally the action is all at the right, and probably if the photographer try to cut from the left angle down, left angle to up, and cut a little bit with the bride and the groom a little bit at left, and the people at the right, probably this picture is strongest than this. I don't know, because if I look this situation, my eye try to find the movement, and the movement is all at the right, and at the left is not important for my eyes and for the story. I don't know, probably in all the session, yes, but in this moment, in this situation, is not important. And yeah, in this way.
Yeah.
Start to be better. Probably from down to up with because the trees around the bride and groom are so nice, and yeah.
Yeah, I prefer it cropped than the original. It's a lot better, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I think it's a photographer's natural instinct to respond to the moment like this, just to frame everybody, because it's a last send-off event, and then I think the photographer's natural response was just to include everybody, but I think the choice of the angle kind of left some negative space on the left side. For me, when I shoot like this, because we don't have rice posts in the United States, not much. So we rarely have such moment. But I think for me, my natural instinct was not to include too much of the trees in the background, because it looks very distracted to me. So my choice would be just get closer to the couple and then capture all these crazy dynamics, and then all these facial expressions, rather than having too much of the background in the photo, because it's more about the capturing their joy of celebrations as they walk through the people. So I think the grandma, all these when I see those excited like faces, like my natural response is just to get closer and capture their faces. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's no beer on this bar.
Oh, just water.
No one's drinking beer here.
Coffee, 11 a.m. And now it's
Water.
12 p.m.
Yeah, because for Ken, he just woke up. He woke up, turned on the computer, and let's see some photos. So it's not drinking beer now. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, here we go.
Awesome. I love it.
I love these two guys here on the front taking a selfie while everyone else is just on their thing.
Yeah, it's like 4 stories in one, right? The couple, the first story, then the guys on the balcony is the second story, then the main balcony is the third story, and probably the guys at the bottom are a fourth story of this frame. And yeah, it's great. I wouldn't change anything about it, to be honest.
For me, I'll just get closer to those two gentlemen who's taking selfie, and then put the stories in the layers. Because I think I'm just gonna get this photo first, and then run towards those two gentlemen and get a selfie shot together. So you get the two pictures in different storytelling and moment and framing and layering everything. Yeah. So you can knock down two birds with the one stone at this moment by running really fast.
I agree with you, Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking if when you photograph the in between moments, because right now it's obviously that they were told to look at the bride and groom probably. And I was just here thinking, like, maybe it would have been nice as well if then when they stopped looking at them and those in between moments when everyone just looks at each other and just being a bit more natural, that would work. I think it would work better. But if it would happen, but I don't know. We're just supposing. But it's a great picture. And yeah, these two guys here on the front. I think that the best thing about this picture is those two guys at the front there.
I would like to know the opinion of the photographer that I shoot. I think ever wrote in the message. Yes.
Yeah.
For Renato, I would like to know if you have saw during this moment the two guys in front, or if you have saw the two guys after shooting this picture. It's just personal. I'm so curious about this.
Okay.
I didn't get the question. Can you repeat that, Fabio?
If it's possible for the photographer, no.
Yeah.
If when I have shooted this picture, have saw the two guys, or if have saw the two guys after have shoot the picture.
Yeah. Okay. He will probably. He's probably writing now.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just curious about about this.
Yeah, probably because he probably didn't see that. He was probably focused on the bride and groom as well, see if they were kissing. So
yeah.
Well, Porter, when you said earlier, everybody just turned their faces towards the groom and bride while they're kissing, and then it's pretty obvious to see those two guys on the bottom because their faces are towards the camera. So for me, it's easier to see their faces and then see notice their action. And my natural response would be just like get closer and do one more photo for different storytelling.
Yeah, even if it wasn't possible to get closer, maybe just knee down a bit to get a bit more of them there. I don't know.
With the 35, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
In the moment,
you saw it in the moment.
Yeah, just because I'm curious to know the story behind the picture sometime.
Yeah.
Just different.
Yeah, but yeah, great picture. Good job, Renato. All right, let's move to the next one. Okay. You guys probably can't see it, but I can because I'm watching in full screen on the iMac.
Oh.
But it seems to me that the only person in focus is that lady behind the bride. Everyone else is slightly out of focus.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would be the only, the main problem for me. But you go on. Someone else talk. I mean, if you post it online, no one's gonna see it. Like I'm watching now on the live screen, and I can't see that focus issue. But when I put here on my big screen the original, I see the original. It's they're all slightly out of focus. So
yeah. So for me, it's mainly the lines that are not really straight. The perspective is kind of tilted again in my mind. If possible, I would probably like clone out the thing on the wall behind him, whatever that is, and maybe, if possible, like taking the photo, I would probably maybe go a bit back so his foot is not cut off on the left side.
Yeah.
In the best possible way, of course. But yeah, I can see that they are not in the focus, as you mentioned. So
yeah,
trying to nail the focus onto the bride in my mind. But other than that, it tells a story, right? And the framing is good. Like the bodies of the people are not like touching any lines. The person is is that an elevator? I think so. And then there's the two ladies next to her, and they are like framed within the white wall. And then you've got the bride and the woman behind her that are framed in the black part of the right frame. So that's great.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just the perspective and the lines, and maybe the cloning of the thing on the wall.
Yeah, I think it's a great moment. I suppose this is the bride's dad, probably when he sees her for the first time. So the moment is good. For me, it's that focus issue. It's the only thing that I would, the main thing that I would point is the focus. And I mean, in this situation where there's good light, there's plenty of light here, so you could. She's shooting 3.2 shutter at 500. So I mean, there's no reason for this picture to be out of focus. But nonetheless, it's a good photo. Okay, let's move on. All right.
It is in Siena. It's in Tuscany.
Is it?
I think it's in Siena. Yeah, because I know the lamp. The lamp are of the team of Palio.
You know that lamp? Oh,
yes,
man.
the lamp are the typical lamp of the Palio. Palio is an horse race made in the center of the city of Siena, in the main square, and is a medieval tradition. And every year, for 2 days, one day in July and one day in August, is made this kind of race. And every team is incredible. It's incredible. It's an old tradition, and every team, the city The Carlos say yes, Siena. And is every team have a part of the city, and the race is incredible because the people in Siena live for every year for these 2 days, and the palio is incredible. It's totally crazy.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Okay. What would you have done here?
I mean,
I would like to see the shadow of the silhouette of the groom in a better way, because it's a little bit confused with the other shadow in the back.
Yeah.
And probably the right part with the building is not important, and it's just noisy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I know the photo. I think Carlos. I saw the entire session on a workshop last year. I think Carlos showed the entire session. So correct me if I'm wrong, Carlos, but I think you showed the entire thing in Porto, and I love it. The shadow is confusing, as you mentioned, Fabio, in the back of his head. It's kind of distracting. I love that he's in the shadows. She's in the light. There's silhouettes. There's light. The only thing that I would somehow change is the line of the building, like the right line of the building, which is kind of tilted. But I see that the window is straight, so it might be that the building is just like not really straight. But maybe if there's a way to fix it, I would somehow like shift the focus a bit to the right to make the line straight, and then it's great because you can see that the street in the background is also like kind of falling off, a bit tilted to the left. And yeah, if the lines are straight, I'm happy.
Personally, I'm just gonna crop it really tighter to the groom's body, just to show the portion of his shadow in the far left side, and then show so that way you tell enough story of the groom's shape. So like cut off all the shadows on the left.
Cut off all the shadows?
Yeah, just like leave the half of his body.
Okay.
Yeah, get really tighter, super tighter. Yeah, just like that. So because the picture itself is very intriguing into abstract. So I think this is what I'm going to be interested in seeing, and then in editing. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. It's much simpler, and then easier to see the bride, and then their heads and everything with the environment on the right side, and then everything is like divided into rule of thirds. So yeah, it works as well. But I like this. I like this the shadow continuing to his back, but I would probably crop that little not crop clone that thing out right there. I'll clone that thing out, and I'll probably leave it like this, like it is now. Probably.
I wouldn't crop the lamp. So
yes, please.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want to bring it a bit to the right. Yeah.
It's important. It's just an element, but it's really, really important.
Yeah, I think like this is not too. It's not so confusing. But yeah. Okay. Anything else? Can we move on?
Move on.
Yeah.
Move on. Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can.
No, you guys go ahead.
Well, I like this one. I like the really fed up faces of the people on the left side. They're really fed up, and then the kids are really happy. I'm just not sure about the post production, the local adjustments. I think the light on the kids is a lot different than the rest, especially comparing to the guy just next to the kids. The light is just so different on the faces. I know it's supposed to be like that for your eyes to go into the kids, straight into the kids, but I think it was just a tiny bit too much of light in their faces. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I love the contraposition, the contrast with the kids and the two person close to the kids, because is a contrast. The kids are happy, smiling, and the two person are so serious. And I love this contraposition.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if this is gonna be too much of cropping, but I'm just gonna leave two kids and then just couple in the middle in the frame, and then get rid of the groom and bride, and then person whose face is like out towards the right, just like that. So you can see the contradiction or contrast of their expressions.
Like that.
Maybe you can just cut the girl's hands. I know they're touching each other, but maybe you can go a little bit more to the lady. Yeah. Shoot, we're gonna cut the hands.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah, things like that. I think for me, it's more of the storytelling. I think this is the message the photographer wanted to deliver. I think information is more straight here after cropping.
Yeah, I like it too. Well, I like both.
Yeah, I like both.
So I'll just make two versions of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's move to the next one.
Ooh, artsy.
The first thing I saw in this picture, I would like to talk with this photographer. Why cut the head of the groom in the reflection? Why? It's a really good picture. It's so artist.
Yeah. I think that's the only mistake here.
Yeah.
I think the technique is sometimes get overused. For me, if the photographer wanted to leave photo as is, then I'm just gonna crop it tighter to their head on top, so the layers of the background stays like a flag.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, three stripes in the same equal proportion.
So it would be something like this.
Yeah, but without cutting their head. Yeah.
And just another personal thing, just a suggestion, but it's my opinion, of course. I love silhouette like this one, but I prefer when the couple, in this case, don't touch the nose, because it's a little bit confused. With a little bit of space, the silhouette, for me, are better.
Yeah, also elbow down, so you can see more of the silhouette between their chin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Let me just see.
But it's good. It's really good.
I think Okay.
cell phone.
Yeah, I was just reading the comments here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. Oh, let me just remind everyone that next week at the same time we're going to be doing another session, but it won't be a critique session. It will be questions and answers. So all you guys, if you have questions about anything related to wedding photography, you just send us those questions, and for the photographers, we'll be here next week to answer them. I can't tell you all the guys who are going to be here next week, but I can tell you that one of them is Fer Juaristi from Mexico, and we'll have Dom and Liam Shaw from York Place Studios, and I haven't confirmed the third one yet, so I'll probably have it online tomorrow. Who will be here next week, but it won't be critique, so don't send pictures. I've got like 500 pictures here, and so I don't need more pictures. And we're just going to be answering questions from all the guys. Okay, so let's move. We've got three pictures left. Okay. Okay. Well, I like the fact that the photographer included all this information, the guests. So I think that this place where he was, it's a good choice of place. But yeah, go on, talk about it.
So the main thing that is bothering me is the woman in the front right corner, like who's taking a photo.
That's one of the photographers. Okay. I know who this is because I just looked at her now. So okay. This is a second shooter.
Yeah, so I'd probably crop her out or clone her out, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I think it's an easy clone. It's just everything is black. So because she's like taking me kind of away, like out of the entire scene, if you know what I mean. Like she's kind of like for me, it's like destroying like this entire like situation, like with everyone watching the couple, and then she's like taking a photo, and so I would try to clone her out. But other than that, I think it's a lovely image. A lot of reactions on the right side. I'd love to see a color version of that as well, to be honest.
I think that would look good in color.
Yeah, and but I would maybe even like clone out the candles on the bottom right, and but yeah, like cloning that part out is like my main concern of that frame. Other than that, it's great.
Yeah, and it's easy to clone that. It's really simple. So
yeah.
Anything else?
Personally, for me, it's a really good picture, and totally agree with you guys. Is good for me? Is good, and to be honest, is a really good point of view, and the photographer have choose a good place to shoot this kind of picture, and is the second photographer right in front?
Yeah, she's the second photographer, so she's shooting just the bride and groom.
The bride and groom, the normal picture.
Yeah. So I think he I give him credit for just not focusing on just that main picture of the bride and groom kind of cake and try and go somewhere else to explore other stuff. So that was good.
Yeah, I love the overall like balance of the in the competition, and just like Lukas said, if the photographer can clone her out, then it'll be near perfect photo. I love the placement of
She will probably be pissed off with him because that's his girlfriend. But just erase her. Just get rid of her. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Oh, hold on. Okay, so we've got 2 left, and that's it.
For me, the bride's face doesn't look natural as the groom's face. It looks amazing in terms of capturing the moment, but just like the processing of the tonality looks different.
Yeah, if you didn't have anything else to compare with, it would be good, but then you compare it to the rest of the photo, and it looks a bit fake. I mean, yeah. I will just focus on her, and because that's because of that tear, I will move a bit more to the right and just focus on her. And then
in the States, we're not able to get this close during the ceremony. So if you're granted to get closer this much, then get the benefit of placing yourself in this like up close moment. That maybe you can just like look at Walter said, you can just move around and still capturing.
Here. Obviously, this priest is not gonna tell you off because if you're so close to them right now and he's okay with it, so you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
you got lucky on the priest there.
Yeah.
And, the other thing I notice here is, because he put on so much light here, and you can see that difference on the book here. Like the book is gray here and it's white here. You see that?
Yeah.
So, but that's one problem that we see in a lot of pictures. It's that use, the bad use of light. Because if you're gonna do it, it's got to be perfect everywhere on all the picture, and we can see this much difference of light. But it's a good moment. But it has this photo has the potential to be a lot better.
Yeah, and please, for the photographer, pay attention the hands. The hands are cutted.
Yeah,
both the hands of the bride and the groom.
Yeah. Okay, so gonna move to the last one. We did this really quick. We've been here for about 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
Last week we did the same amount of pictures. It took us like nearly 3 hours. But last week, the pictures had a lot more things to point out. Like this week, the quality of the pictures in general have been a bit better. So okay, this is the last one. I think you're probably going to see this a bit pixeled because the original photo he sent us was really small, so I have to enlarge it. So
I like the intent to layer the person, maybe groom in the reflection, and then he's one of the hands on the right. Like it's one story becoming two. I don't know, stories here. Moment. I think my choice of the aperture would be a little bit higher, like 5.6 or 8, because the hand in the front looks too blurry to me. So I think I'd rather go a little bit tighter in terms of showing the shapes better. Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, if we had the chance, because we don't know what they. I don't know what these settings are. I can't see them here, but I'll just shoot like F11 and just have this hand in focus as well.
Yeah, and then also the hand in the middle, the white hand, it's not doing much. I wish the photographer was able to be more persistent in terms of wait for the like perfect, I don't know, gesture, hand language to capture it better. I don't know. I think that would be my suggestion. Just keep shooting until the hand become more, I don't know, dynamic.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I think we're done. Let me just check, but yep, it's over.
Wow.
Yeah, that was easy. We haven't. It's good when we don't have a lot of things to point out. So let me just see if there was any question here. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks a lot for accepting my invitation once again. Are you going to do weddings this year or not?
Another question? Do you have another question?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that question either. I mean, I try not to think too much about it, but I'm hoping that I can still do a couple of weddings this year. I don't know. But Ken Pack in the States, like everyone is dying and getting infected more and more. So you probably won't have weddings this year.
Yeah, I just got one postponing requirement. I'm sorry, postponing request last night, but I got also 2 new inquiries. So
really,
yeah, 1 down, 2 up. So
oh, that's good.
Yeah, for this week. But I think the forecast of the season is not really promising for us because I think it's going through the second wave, and the government and I don't know, just like people are in a fear. So especially I don't know, the conspiracy theory is like, are they trying to, lower the population by killing the wedding industry? I don't know, but that's everybody's in fear. We're trying to encourage each other, but as the time progresses, it's getting really confusing. Yeah. It's I don't want to bring up. Yeah, I don't even want to bring up here, but just we don't get much inquiries because I think people are scared of getting married during the this crazy time, and there's no promising for the end of this. So.
Yeah, well, it's normal. If I was thinking of getting married now, I wouldn't, I wouldn't contact anyone right now because this is all a big mess. So I wouldn't be thinking about getting married. But over here, like we're a really small country, and I don't think we will be as much affected as like Italy, for example. I mean, Italy is a mess. But I'm hoping that we can do a few weddings, probably later in September. Probably, I don't know. I've had so many weddings postponed for next year, but I think it's like that all over the world. Maybe Germany will be a bit better because they're controlling the situation a bit better than us. But yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, guys. Fabio, please stop winning all the awards. Leave some awards to different people. Okay. Yeah, but Ken, you're in the same situation. Like, I used to hate you. I used to say, oh, not him again. Oh no, not him again.
No, and don't worry. I'm quiet now. I'm.
Well, many thanks to Lukas for giving us all these like crazy presets.
Yeah. And okay, Lukas, thank you so much for taking a bit of your time. I know it's, you know, right now we don't feel like doing anything. We just want to watch movies and all that. And
okay, I'm just staying home, so it's okay.
Yeah, you never leave home?
Never.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm in the same situation. I've been here for since the 11th of March. It was the last time I was with people, so I don't even know how to talk to people anymore. I don't know what to do with them.
Your hair looks still good, you know.
Well,
next time we meet, we're gonna have longer hair.
I had to put a lot of gel and just smash it a bit. So
my hair's like popping out, like sticking out.
Yeah, me too, Ken. I mean, it's a disaster.
That looks good, Fabio. It looks kind of
yes, like a Super Saiyan, probably.
Okay, guys. Once again, thank you so much. So and to all the people watching, still watching, it's a goodbye from us. So I'm going to stop the live now, and I'll see you all next week.
Okay.
See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.